Big day, Kale. We got a
Big
huge winner
day.
today. I'm really excited. Somebody is going to get over 3,500 bucks back today. We have another winner too, kind of a smaller order. We'll call them first as
Yep.
we try to build some anticipation around our big win big winner. A lot of people place some orders. A lot of people using the win big coupon code to save 5% off every item in our store and a 1 in 10 chance at a refund. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm not going to lie to you.
Pretty exciting stuff. We've already given away a couple free orders. We talked to two guys yesterday that got some money back in their pockets, and so that they can send that back out to their business and look into getting more things to help them do what they do best. Uh, so, yeah, we are back and going for more.
Nice. Talk me through just some of the new exciting gear that's out there that someone might use to start a cart or put some things in the cart. We've got tree punk stuff. We've got some new protos.
We do. We have this cool tree punk stuff. The big one there being the tree punk distal climbers. Tree punk's kind of a sweet brand company with limited edition things. Um, there's
Oh, I love that
t-shirts,
t-shirt.
carabiners. Yeah, yep. This is a cool t-shirt. It's got a cool little design artwork on the back that somebody cool did. Um, so that's a fun thing to get started with. There's also some brand new things. Well, there's the Art Pro Orion chainsaw boots. If you don't have chainsaw boots, these are great ones to look into.
Very
Uh,
slim.
yes, yes, very nice for climbers. Um, we have the American and Canadian Protos helmets, the Heritage Protos helmets here, um, which are super cool. It's the classic uh,
Front
Protos
view
helmet that everybody loves.
with the American flag on the visor. And
Hmm.
I think it's important, you can't see the print from the inside.
Yeah,
It's painted on the outside of like the physical metal mesh, so you don't actually see it on the inside.
yeah. It doesn't block your vision at all. I know we've seen people who have different things like the Punisher logo or something like that painted on it, but yeah, from the backside, you don't even notice it.
Really
Canadian
like them.
Protos.
I thought this one came out nice.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one a lot. Except it's Canadian. And then we have some battery-powered Husqvarna chainsaws, including the top handle
Very,
T540i XP.
very sweet. I'm filming a video with one of those next week, and I am excited.
Yeah, yeah, these are cool things. If you've never used a battery-powered chainsaw, you need to. It'll change your life. They're
There's
so
no
much
pull.
quieter.
Just all you do is pull the trigger, and it
Mm-hmm.
just turns
Mm-hmm.
on. It's
And it's
incredible.
not as it's sitting there idling. It's not going and burning
It
through
doesn't have a
all your
muffler.
gas.
It
No, it
doesn't have
doesn't
a
need a
muffler,
muffler.
Gail. There's no hot part to burn you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're cutting with it right here, bro, there is no exhaust.
Yeah. This
I
one's
like.
also this one's also really like they've designed it to make it maximum. Like part of the design is the chain brake up at the top is extra like see through. It's extra small so that it's not obstructing your view as you're cutting anything. So they've
Oh,
really done a lot.
I
Yeah,
cut with my eyes closed anyways, so there's no view to obstruct.
the safety squint. Yeah, when you're just doing that.
Also, how I catch a baseball, by the way.
You and my toddler both.
Exactly. Look,
Uh,
let's make our first phone call because people are winning, Kale. They're getting
yep.
3 orders. Can you believe that?
If you don't know what we're talking about, you can use the code WINBIG right here uh,
Ugh.
on any order, and you'll be entered to win. It's so exciting. It's making Nick
I
yawn.
need some more. I
Uh,
need some coffee. That's
you
all
just
I know.
saw my coffee and you started getting
Oh,
cravings
I'm
for it.
jealous. Let's call
Uh,
Daniel.
let's call
Daniel
Daniel.
did not go big, but he did win big. He placed
Yeah.
a $155 order. Now that's including tax and shipping, and we give all that back. So you get the goods. We screw the tax man together because who cares about the government, and then we refund your shipping, which is awesome. Let's give Daniel a call. I'm going to turn on the music mode here.
And I will say nothing.
You got that ringing, Kale? Nice.
Hello, this is Daniel.
Daniel, this is Nick Bonner and Cale Royer calling from treestuff.com. You're on our live show right now. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. We're calling people to
Busy?
do research actually. Uh, I wanted to learn a little bit about your tree business. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I work with Arbor Master Tree Service. We're in multiple states: Kansas. I can't. I don't know all of Oklahoma, Texas. Those I know for sure, but I believe there's four.
Nice.
We started off in Kansas City, branched out, but we we do a little bit of any and all type of tree work, some bush work, and then plant health care is we do.
Nice. And what is your
Sometimes we
what's
help
your
out
role?
with storm jobs.
What do you primarily do?
My role, I'm a foreman. I do all the tree work side. I don't do anything on the plant health care, but I operate a grapple or
Oh,
claw truck,
very cool.
bucket truck, climb in, groundwork, any and everything to do the tree work.
Huh. If you're talking to a newer climber, somebody that's working for a bigger kind of multi-state company, and they want to become a foreman, they want to get into management, what advice would you give them, Dan?
If they're already a climber, you're saying?
Yeah,
Or
like a young
beginning
guy on the
to
crew,
be a foreman?
someone learning the ropes.
Well, if they want to get into management, one thing is, for anything really, I'd say to be teachable, willing to learn, willing to problem solve rather than just merely identify problems without some solutions. Collaborate with people and seek how to continually improve things. There's always better ways to do it, and that's done by a group of people rather than one individual.
That's really great advice.
Constantly seek out how they can better themselves to help the company and help the people they work with is what I would start off with saying.
That's incredible advice, and I think that holds true in so many areas of life. I think a lot of people think when they become a manager that their job is to teach everyone and tell everyone else. And I really enjoy hearing you say be teachable, and I think that is the key to a good leader. Uh, Dan, I
Really,
want
that's what I've learned from. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Um, really, that's what I've learned from Chick-fil-A. I used to be there for 16, no, not 16, 6 years, and they invested heavily in people on themselves to be better members of society was a common thing.
Wow.
But I love the idea of investing in people, no matter if they're just started. They were helping them to want to get into management or anything.
Huh.
If they were willing to learn, the company was willing to invest in them.
That's great, and they
So
make
that's what
great
I
chicken,
try to
man.
pass on. Yeah.
Chicken is good. I think they inject it with flavor or something. You don't have to tell me. Listen, you placed an order yesterday, $155, and I wonder if right now, do you regret not spending a little more?
Yes.
Maybe just a little.
Yes. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to get, but it's just like, that's so much money.
Dan, let me tell you this. The next call,
I don't know.
the next call I'm going to make, Dan, is to a guy who placed a $3,400 order. And I'm going to tell him
Wow.
that he got that whole order for free. And I'm happy to tell you that you also got your order for free, but I wish that you'd gone bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
$155.
It's like
$155 is going to come back at you. It's going to be put on your credit card or your corporate credit card. It'll probably take about 2 weeks for Cale and I to get that done for you. But we will, and you're still going to get all your stuff. It'll come to your door, and you're a winner, man. So I hope that you share with other people your experience and tell them
Absolutely.
to be teachable first, and then teach them that Tree Stuff is the place to get their stuff. Okay.
All right. I will. I'll continue that. Yes.
Awesome. Well, hey, Dan, listen, have a
Thank you.
great holiday weekend, okay? Or after holiday weekend. Have a great weekend.
Thanks. You too. I appreciate it.
Thanks for your business, man. You be safe out there. Cheers. He was definitely regretting Cale I think, not buying more by the time we talked to him for a couple minutes. He
Well,
knew,
yeah, you kept talking about it.
he knew
You're
what
like,
was coming.
well, aren't you gonna be pretty depressed after you hear what I have to say?
He got $155 in
He
free
did.
merchandise because he used the coupon code WINBIG. And had he not won big, he still would have gotten world-class leading merchandise at the best everyday price with an additional 5% off.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad deal.
No.
Are you a fan on, Kale? What are you doing?
Hmm?
You a fan on you? It sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
No. I don't.
Maybe you do. Let's talk about, speaking of wind tunnels, let's talk about Treetopia. Treetopia is a huge event. It's August 4th through the 6th. And it's in Vallejo, California. It's the biggest tree care event on the west coast of the United States.
I mean, we can just say ever.
Ever. We've got almost 40 CEU credited classes. It's a 3-day experience. It's fun for the entire family. And I'm not just saying that. I mean it. We've got bounce houses. Last year we had a bounce obstacle course, which, like, I don't even know that was a thing, but it is. We've got
cool.
kids circus. We've got the claw game, the touchdown game, the obstacle course, the ninja ladder, all open to kids. Get your kids out there, cheer for them. Bring your significant other, because we've got 2 parties. We're running 30-something classes a day or something. There's so many opportunities to learn, to hang out. We slowed down the schedule by extending it to 3 days this year. We've got later start times, earlier finish times, and more classes. I don't know how that works, but it does. What it all means for you is that it's more time to hang out. We've got legit camping this year. Last year we said we had camping. They pulled the camping from us 2 days before the event. We had to buy 100 people hotel rooms because we wanted to make sure they had a place to stay.
Yeah.
Terrible and very expensive. That's not going to happen this year. The A+ team bought a ranch and they installed a campsite at the ranch. So nobody can take that away from us. There's going to be a footlocking event with a $3,000 cash prize from Samson. There's going to be a live head-to-head tree climbing exhibition, and anybody can enter the preliminaries for that. Just show up with a friend. You can compete against your friend for fun, and then maybe get into the exhibition at our night 2 party. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited. Kale, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
Probably a 9.
A 9. I mean, wow. He doesn't just give 10s to anything. Well, listen, TreetopiaUSA.com. We still have early bird pricing. You can save a couple bucks. You can get access to this leading event. Come check it out. We would love to see you there. We've got another call to make, Kale. Do you want to do this call?
No, I don't think I can.
Oh, you can't, because you can't do the actual phoning.
Yeah.
That's awkward. We'll have to figure that out.
That's fine. I'll just sit here and look pretty.
I'll do this call. You do look pretty. I'll call Matt. Matt won $3,744. Unbelievable. Let's switch to music mode. Look at Kale literally typing the amount right now. His last name's Free?
Matthew Free.
This is my
Matt, it's Nick Bonner and Kale Royer calling from treestuff.com, and you're live on our show right now. How the hell are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are y'all doing up there?
Are you doing fantastic? Were you doing fantastic before I called?
Yeah, I was. You know, the sun is shining. I'm still breathing. It's a fantastic day.
That's great to hear. I'm calling today because we're doing market research. We're calling customers and we're asking them to share a little bit of information about their business and kind of their story with our live audience. Can you tell us a little bit? Do you own a tree service? Do you work for somebody? What's the deal?
Sure, yeah. So my company is MCH Tree Works, LLC. I'm a contract climber over in the central Kentucky area. And that's essentially what I do. I just kind of bounce around from tree service to tree service as needed.
Oh, very cool.
When they need extra help.
Huh. Central Kentucky, you do any rock climbing?
Not since college.
Not since
I went to the
college?
University of Kentucky. We were pretty close to the Daniel Boone National Forest and Red River
Yeah.
Gorge, and I used to do quite a bit back then. But I'm in my mid-30s now, and climbing trees is about all I can handle.
I used to get down to the Red River Gorge quite frequently. I've slept many a nights in that Daniel Boone Forest. It's beautiful country down there. So you're a
That absolutely
contract
is.
climber. This is most people's like ultimate dream in tree work is to be a contract climber. So I kind of want to ask you some questions. Would you mind sharing what your day rate is with our audience? Is that too personal of a question?
I have a flat day rate of $750.
$750, and you show up. You've got all your own saws.
Yep, I've got all my own saws, rigging gear, climbing gear, and essentially a pickup truck. If I'm working for somebody that needs an extra driver, I've got a Class A CDL, air brake endorsements, no restrictions. I can drive anything they need. I'm proficient in bucket work. I actually have a crane certification through the NCCCO for fixed cab and swing cab cranes.
Nice.
So if you've got a crane and your operator's down, I can be your stand-in operator.
That's great.
And carry all my own insurance, my own workers' comp, which is a big plus around here because guys hate paying in, $11 or $12 or $13 on the 100 for, a day rate guy that they're going to have to 1099. So, I'm kind of all in one package.
And you show up and you get the job done, it sounds like.
Yep, absolutely, as quick and safely as possible.
So how does your family feel knowing that you're the guy that does literally all of the worst trees in like your whole state area, right? Because like that's, people don't call you to like trim a hawthorn, right? They call you for like the big nasties, yeah?
I get a lot of the big nasties, a lot of the rotten stuff, a lot of the backyards with no access. But we do have a few smaller guys in my little local area that just don't have anybody to climb. So anything that they can't get their bucket to, I mean, it could be
Easy.
a little 60-foot white pine in the backyard that I can take in two pieces and get on the ground. But they just don't have anybody with the skill set or the tools to climb up there and do it.
That's great. I love hearing you talk about your credentials and the equipment and your capabilities. Let me ask you, let's say I could do all that, right? But how did you build a book of business, right? How did people know to call you? How are they like, man, I got to get a hold of my guy, Matt?
It was a lot of knocking on doors and just a lot of meeting guys over the years. There's a guy local in my town who I've worked a little bit with here, and I met him maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and I was just driving home one day, and I saw, him with a pickup truck and a trailer in one of my neighbor's front yards, and I stopped over and just started talking to him. And now, he's got one of the, I'd say probably one of the two biggest tree companies in the little town up the road from me there. And he's exploded, got his own bucket, his own crane, his own chipper truck,
Awesome.
Dingoes, he's got it all.
I kind of thought you were going to tell me you hung out like at the dump with donuts in the morning, and you were just like, "Hey, everybody, I'm Matt, and I get the job done." But that's not it.
No. I've done my fair share of hanging out at the dump, but a lot of that was about 15 years ago. My father had bought a Wood-Mizer LT40 hydraulic, and we would go up to the dump on after school and on the weekends, and we would pick logs off of tree service guys' cranes that they were getting rid of, and we throw them on the mill and slap them up and take them home.
Sure. Huh. Hey, well, that's really great, Matt. I've thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, and I think our audience is probably all very kind of like in awe at your contract climbing business. Congratulations for setting all that up. The real reason that I called, though, today was actually to talk about your order that you placed yesterday. You spent $3,700, man.
Yeah. I got to going through a bunch of stuff on the job. Actually, it started all, I've got no Buckingham bucket. I keep all my climbing gear in, and it's literally falling apart at the seams. So I got on the website and found the one of the notch bags. I said, I need that. I said, I really need to reevaluate everything else I've got. And I started going through and found one of my climb lines was bad.
That busted Buckingham bag cost me $4,000, Matt. Because listen, you used the coupon code WINBIG, and dude, you won big. You're gonna get your whole order refunded to you, and you get all your money back.
Man, that is so awesome. Thank you all so much.
It's incredible, and I'm psyched for you. I'm obligated by law to tell you this. Every year, people win twice. So you should double down, man. Go place a couple more $1,000 orders. Just spread them out over the next couple days. And I have a feeling that your number might come up again. You never know. It happens every year. Somebody's a lucky winner more than once. So keep that in mind. Give me about 2 weeks before you see that refund on your card. You'll get all that stuff before you get your refund, right? Kale and I will start pushing the refunds through probably late next week, and then they'll take about a week to take effect. Please don't call customer service. If you, because they won't know, man, and they're gonna be like, I'm not giving you a free refund. Who's this guy, Matt? You can email me, nick@treestuff.com, if you have any questions about it. You'll get an email from us next week, kind of just like basically saying all these same things. But yeah, that's it, dude. No tax, no shipping, no goods, cost of goods. $3,744 is coming right back at you for you to put back into your business.
Man, thank you so much. That is fantastic.
Well, thank you, Matt. I hope you have a really safe and fun weekend. Please don't work too much, and share with your friends. Let everybody know that we're here for you and we're giving shit away, man.
Absolutely.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, absolutely.
You have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. I'll do the same.
Bye, Matt. Wow, Kale, we have been so lucky. You know, we're 4 for 4 on winner.
Everybody so far, yeah.
I didn't pick any more for today, and it's getting towards the end of the day here. So we're gonna wrap the show, but I do want to just remind everybody: use the coupon code WINBIG. Get 5% off everything in the store, no matter what you buy, and every 10th order with the code gets a refund, and they get a call, just like Matt did, letting them know that they got their whole order for free. There's no limits. There's no order limit. You spend $3,700 like Matt, you get it. I'll bet you he's kicking himself. He's probably like, you think I could sneak in another GRCS order? Rebecca, add a GRCS. No, it won't work. I've got your total. Yeah. But there's also no limits on the discount code. Usually coupons have some restrictions. We snuck this one through. We were like, hey, accounting, look over there. Yeah, and then we were like, whoop, with the coupon code that way.
I actually got a question here on Facebook from a Scott Sullivan. About when does the campaign end?
Oh, the campaign ends on Thursday. But, that reminds me, I wanted to play a short game called Fact or Fiction, Nick's Boss. Does the audience believe that my boss is currently a really big nerd, but he was once a semi-pro snowboarder? Do they believe that, Kale?
I don't know. We'll have to see what they say in the comments.
You should ask them. It sounds like BS.
Because I think it is.
You think it is? All right. Yeah. So we've got semi-pro snowboarder. We had a couple other fact or fiction factoids about Sullivan. Did or did not my boss learn to ride horses from Ronald Reagan's nephew?
That one is, they should be about the same age. What, both mid-60s?
He's very old.
Yes.
He's very old, and his mobility is not so great anymore, which may or may not have come from the snowboarding,
or the horse riding,
semi-pro snowboarding. All right, our third fact or fiction. Now you can log your answers in the chat for any of these. Our third fact or fiction: my boss does not know his own exact birth date.
Ooh.
Fact or fiction?
Ooh, I don't know. That's like how. That's a good question. Because that was
so. My father-in-law does not know his exact birth date, actually, because there's the Hindu calendar, which is he's not watching. It's not really like a real calendar, and then there's the Gregorian, like the normal calendar, right? That we all use, and they are not connected, man. So
That's
like,
true. Scott does like to use Julian, so it's hard to tell.
all right, so we've got 3 things so far, and we're about to give you the 4th fact or fiction. So we'll recap real quick. My boss learned to ride horses from Ronald Reagan's nephew. My boss does not know his own exact birth date. My boss was once a semi-pro snowboarder before his joints gave out.
Mm-hmm.
And the 4th thing is that my boss, fact or fiction, owns 60 full life-size Halloween animatronics. All right. Did anybody guess, Kale? Whoever guesses the most correct guesses in the next 60 seconds, or the next 2 minutes, we'll say, wins a Silky Not a Hatchet, care of Kale Royer.
Me? What?
Yeah. Did Dudek guess
Care of
at
me.
least?
No, he's not on here.
All right. Somebody that's on should guess. Which of those 4 things are facts about Sullivan, and which of them are
Scott's not even guessing.
Well, he knows. Unless it's his birthday.
Unless it's his birthday, in which case he doesn't know.
All right, well.
Maybe we do this at the beginning of the next one.
Nobody's going to guess. We will restate our 4 factor fictions about Sullivan, and we will let people guess on the next show. And with that, I remind you, be a winner. Win big. Use the coupon code. Get 5% off everything, and you might end up on one of these incredible, amazing, wonderful shows where we call guests and we give away humongous orders.
$3,700 worth of stuff.
Look at that. Jackie Robinson was a winner.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
do
Kale.
Do you remember who the other one is?
It's not. That's got to be the Masters, right?
Yeah. Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. Yeah, that was going to be my guess because it doesn't look like Nicholas.
No.
Listen, Kale, thanks again, man, for putting together all these great graphics, a banging broadcast. You do an excellent job, and you deserve a ton of credit for it. We wouldn't be doing all this without you. Thanks to Julie Van for playing fun with Fact or Fiction, and thanks to our audience and all of our customers. We wouldn't be here without you guys.